do have channels. And I want to and this isn't about you. I'm just going to pull this out because this is something I have a big stickler about for everyone. You do have those channels. You have them undefined, which means you have a lot of potential to experience those energies in a variety of different ways. There's nothing in the chart that nobody has. And I want to know that I'm being kind of picky about this, but I really want to clear this up because I think there's a lot of conversation in human design about, I have this, I don't have this. You have all of it. We all have all of the human story and all of the potential archetypes of the human story. The difference is whether we have it defined and fixed, and that means it's probably a more consistent aspect of your soul curriculum that you're probably going to be exploring over the arc of your life. The openness means you have a lot of variability there, which means this is a place through which you know others. Oftentimes the open centers and the open channels and the open gates are what you live out through your relationships. And the definition is about what you learn about yourself. Okay. And I want to really clear that up because this is the place that we run the risk. I ranted about this earlier this week, so I'm not going to rant too much about this today, but we run the risk if we look at the chart and start using it as a labeling system and say, I'm a this person and I need to date these people, or I'm a this person and I need to have this job. The infinite nature of life is much more complex and rich and expansive and potential filled. And to shut ourselves off from things that are in our openness is not correct. And I think in traditional human design, we call that the not self. That's not you. That's also you. Gotcha. And if you don't recognize, oh, there is a part of me, let's say you have open emotional solar plexus, it doesn't mean you're not emotional. It means that you experience emotions in a variety of different ways. And that part of what you're here to do is to learn about emotional energy and to explore how do you consciously choose your emotional response, because openness does give you choice in the face of whatever emotional energy you're dealing with. That openness and understanding openness, there's a quotation from Viktor Frankl, and I'm misquoting it terribly, but basically he says something like, in between a response or a stimulus and a response, there's a gap. And, we have an opportunity as human beings to explore what's in that gap and to consciously regulate what's in that gap so that our response to the stimulus becomes more deliberate and conscious. And that's really, I think, the goal of openness is to teach us how do we regulate ourselves in that gap so that what we do becomes much more conscious and aware.